Previously, Lena had something to say about Anna's condition. After hanging up the phone, she quickly got ready and went to her daughter's house. "Hi, daughter." "Hi, Mom. Come in." Brune and Anna are in the living room watching TV. Lena arrives and is amazed by her granddaughter. Anna's hair is a mix of pink and black. "It looks like Anna's hair is returning to its normal color," Natalie says. But no one can explain this phenomenon yet, until Lena calls Natalie and Brune to discuss her conclusions. In the bedroom, Lena begins to speak. "So, I came rushing here because I think I can explain what's happening with Anna. I've come to some conclusions. Brune's mother was a dear friend of mine a long time ago, and I miss her so much. I remember perfectly her illness. She spent a fortune on treatments, and her pregnancy was very troubled. The doctors always warned of the risk of death, but she refused to take any action. She would have given her life to see Brune born. It was her dream, no matter what it took. Her child was the greatest gift in the world. When Brune was born, she improved rapidly, astonishing everyone, especially the doctors who can explain what happened. Up until then, it was just a mystery, but Brune's hair never grew, and his health always seemed a bit fragile. Brune's expression becomes increasingly curious and anxious, and his hands was gripping Natalie's legs. Somehow, Brune saved his mother. He contracted the illness? I don't know. Now you mentioned Anna, it makes sense. Brune and Anna have some power. Their bodies react, and it somehow relates to their hair. Brune starts to cry. "Lena, are you saying I saved my mother's life? I can't believe it. I spent my whole life suffering because of my hair and health, but it was for a purpose. I saved my mother." Natalie and Lena hug Brune, who is in tears. "Yes, Brune, I think that's it," Lena says. Natalie nods and says it makes a lot of sense, but without studies, they will have to observe Anna throughout her life. Thunder fills the silence as the rains finally arrive. Brune has the emergency lights on, the fireplace lit, and asks for help to prepare a snack feast for everyone to enjoy together. Lena has been invited to stay with them for a few days. It seems that while the torrential rains continue, peace reigns, and Brune's paranoia gives way to jokes and fun every day. However, and unfortunately, this family always seems to be involved in something, and the joy was about to end. Brune searches the house for Anna, and in desperation calls for everyone's help. "Where is she? Where is she?" he shouts. When he looks through the glass of the back door, he sees Anna in the pouring rain, wading through the trash. Brune rushes to her. "What are you doing? Are you out of your mind?" "Daddy, I want to be sick. I heard you all talking about it." Tears stream violently from her eyes. "When I'm sick, my hair turns black, and I look like everyone else. Then I can go to school and have friends. Daddy, I want this. I don't mind having a fever, coughing, and feeling weak." Brune is speechless, can't stop crying. "Oh God, what is my daughter going through? She inherited what I have," he thinks to himself. "I never want to see you suffer like this. I didn't know you were suffering so much. I feel like a monster. It's all my fault." "No, you're my daddy. You're not a monster, and I love you. The man said he would come for me, that I don't belong here." "What?" Brune is confused. "The man with his face covered with hair told me while I was sleeping. He said I have a family there, just like you are my family." Brune is paralyzed, unsure how to respond. He thinks it must be the same man who appears in his dreams, though his face is so hidden, and despite that, his presence feels increasingly pleasing and familiar. "Let's go inside, Anna. We'll solve your problem. I have a solution." Inside, Brune tells Natalie and Lena everything. They are unable to believe his words. Brune interrupts their reactions, saying he needs to go out to buy hair dye for Anna. He can barely see her living in their condition. The two women exclaim about the heavy rain, but Brune can't ignore his daughter's pain. Brune declares, I've never heard such suffer in so few words. You didn't hear what those tears said, but I did. Back home, Anna runs to him, worried about the weather and how long her father has been away. Brune takes the dye out of the bag, and Anna asks what it is. It's your hair dye, honey. It's gonna change your hair color, Brune says. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Brune calls Natalie and Lena to help him, as he's not practiced on this, especially since he doesn't have any hair himself. When it's time to reveal the hair, they turn Anna around to surprise her with the result. Take a look, Anna kitty. Anna starts crying when she sees her new look. Her eyes navigate through a happiness once so distant. Now her face lights up with a contagious smile, moving everyone to tears. Suddenly, Brune reveals that they will take her to the park as a birthday present for Anna's 9th birthday. She can hardly stop jumping with joy. The next morning, Brune is sick. Initially, the rain exposure is blamed. His immunity has always been fragile, as he had said. After the heavy rains end, Natalie posts an event for the whole family on the fridge, a trip to the amusement park. Anna wakes up groggy, but suddenly perks up upon seeing the announcement. Guys, seriously? Natalie comes in from the garden with Collie and is greeted with a strong hug and a kiss. Arriving at the park, Anna can barely wait for everyone to get out of the car before she starts walking and waving vigorously. What's the name of that ride, Daddy? Anna asks. It's called a roller coaster. Do you want to go on it? Let's go. Natalie, you look a bit scared by the idea. Are you jealous that your daughter has more courage? Brune jokes. It's not funny. My girl makes me worried, and I'm coming with you. I'll prove I'm brave, you idiot. Brune is taken aback and follows the two. As the harness begins to lower, a siren sounds, signaling the start of the steep climb. Anna is more thrilled than ever. Natalie is nearly fainting, her eyes reflecting sheer terror. Amid loops, steep climbs, and vigorous drops, Anna screams and clings to Brune, but her smile seems to grow with each moment, as her father observes. Contrary to Brune's expectations, Natalie is loving it. After the ride, Anna is shaking, paralyzed with a smile that prevents her from talking. Brune, overcome with emotion, hugs Anna and Natalie tightly. You have no idea how happy I am to be with both of you. Anna, the smile I missed, which I haven't seen in so long, is here. Just as beautiful as I've always known, and even more so. I love you both. Anna and Natalie cry and express how much they love him. Returning to meet Lena, Brune suspects that someone is following them. Could it be someone sent by the laboratory? Thanks to the tracker and the chip, they always know where to find Anna. After analyzing Anna's positive response to the virus and the change in her hair color, the laboratory is celebrating and have decided to follow her closely. The pursuer confirms that Anna currently has dark hair. But how would they know that? Arriving home, the collar of Collie was thrown on the sofa and broken. Initially, he must have been trapped somewhere, and when he tried to free himself, it snapped. Natalie finds what seems to be a hidden microphone. They don't understand anything. A microphone? Who would want to spy on us? Brune suddenly exclaims. It's that damned hospital. I'm sure of it. This is a microphone. They're following us, Natalie. It's those guys. I never trusted them. They're keeping an eye on our girl. I wasn't being paranoid. I was looking out for us. Collie was also part of their project. It's very suspicious that an abandoned dog appeared at our door with a collar fixed to him with no identification. I agree. Oh my God, what do we do now? Natalie asks. When they find out they've lost their microphone, they'll try something new. They won't give up easily. Brune locks up the house and forbids Anna from doing anything without her parents' permission. A few days pass with no incidents, but this is certainly not enough to give Brune peace and ease his dark circles, as he succumbs to exhaustion. Brune shouts for everyone to hide and rushes toward the noise. At the top of the stairs, near the windows, he finds an athletic-looking man in a hood messing with his sculptures. Brune throws a punch at the man, but he is immobilized and pushed against a broken window. Brune is left on the ground with a cut on his bicep. He looks ahead, searching for the intruder, and sees Kali bravely chasing the man away with bites, though he was kicked in the stomach at some point. Kali is injured, trembling on the ground. Brune screams for help as he barely manages to stand up. His wound is open and his arm is immobilized. He embraces Kali. "Kali, my friend, it's going to be okay. I'm here." You can feel his suffer as he tries to bark. "Don't try to move, boy." Natalie and Anna arrive terrified. "Brune, Daddy, Kali." Their voices overlap. "I'm okay." He quickly loses his strength. His vision darkens, and he faints. Natalie calls for emergency services, and then her mother. "Mom, someone broke into our house, and in the attempt to protect us, Brune and Kali were badly injured. The ambulance is on its way. I need you to come here and take our dog to the emergency vet. He's fading." Luckily, Lena lives nearby, so it's always possible to count on her. In less than 5 minutes, she arrives with the ambulance, and the paramedics carefully transport Brune. Natalie asks one of them to help transport Kali to the car, as it's too heavy for them to manage alone. Lena takes Kali to the vet, while Natalie and Anna accompany Brune. The injured are taken into surgery, and their conditions are severe, especially considering Brune's fragile immune system. A few hours later, news comes for the vet. Kali won't be able to walk normally again because his spine was fractured and will need special care. Brune wakes up and sees Natalie and Anna each on one side of the bed. "Hey, I'm back, girls," Brune says. They both hug him. The doctors enter the room and warmly congratulate Brune on waking up. They inform him that he will be discharged by the next morning. Anna grabs her mother's phone and quickly calls her grandmother. "Grandma, how is Kali? Tell me." Through a video call, Lena shows Kali still groggy from the anesthesia. "He's okay. He will live many more years. He'll just need more care due to his fractured spine and loss of movement in his back legs." Everyone is relieved that Kali is alive, and Brune waves and smiles, confirming that he's also doing well. The next morning, the doctors enter the room, authorizing the long-awaited moment, the discharge. After getting everything ready, they head to the hospital's main entrance and wait for Lena to arrive with Kali. "Kali, I'm so happy you're okay." "I'm happy, my puppy." Anna and Natalie celebrate. "I knew you'd hold on, buddy," Brune says. They are returning home just to grab a few things, as they decide to stay in a hotel for a few days. They are terrified. A few days at the hotel pass, and then they decide to move to a new state. Brune wakes up violently. The hotel door is forced open, and he immediately confronts the armed intruders, with Anna stepping in front of him. "Leave him alone. I'm the one you're looking for, right? Then take me." "Don't do this, Anna. What are you doing?" Brune and Natalie shout. "I know I'm special and I'll help them. I was born this way, and maybe I can help other people." They take Anna away. In the early morning, they inject a virus, deny her food and water, and keep her from sleeping. They know this might be their last chance to have Anna in their hands, so they are willing to do anything, even if it costs Anna's life. She can't endure it anymore, is begging them to stop. Someone inside the lab shares a video of her fantastic powers in action and her hair changing colors during the experiments. As we can expect, it quickly becomes one of the biggest internet sensations. They're calling her a monster, some kind of demon. The media suggests a connection with aliens. Anna faints and the man with the shining hair appears to her. "Girl, you need to get out. These people don't deserve you. Let me help you. I'm your uncle." Anna is stunned by the information and notices a certain similarity between this man and her father. Someone inside the lab doesn't like the cruel tests and helps her escape. They wake her quietly, guiding her to a secret, abandoned passage that allows her escape. They say that outside there will be a guy in a gray car waiting to take her safely to her father. Mysteriously, all the lights go out along with the cameras, and Anna's uncle's voice echoes in her ears, giving her all the coordinates. Successfully, she escapes, deciding to trust the driver despite her fear. After a few minutes, he leaves her inside the parking lot of the hotel. "Daddy!" Anna shouts, running towards her father. "My little girl, how did you get back?" Brune exclaims, astonished. The police officer, upon seeing the girl, realizes she's the one they've been calling a demon. He tries to discreetly lead Anna to the car, Brune having seen on a small TV news that Anna is being accused of being an alien coming to destroy Earth. He tells the officers that everything is fine and that no report will be filed. They don't need to go to the station. The important thing is that Anna is back. After the officers leave, Brune asks everyone to pack their bags. He senses something is wrong. From the bedroom window, he spots the police gathering more vehicles. People nearby decide to join in, even without police authorization. "Quick, we need to go through the back," Brune urges. They rush downstairs and get into the car. Despite his recent surgery and stitches, Brune insists on driving due to his skills and emotional control in dangerous situations. Brune drives slowly, passing through several blocks without encountering anyone. One of the haters, incited by the news, runs a red light and crashes into the rear right tire. Instantly, Brune's stitches begin to tear and blood starts seeping out. Anna bangs her head against the glass, her forehead reddening with fear. "Stay calm," Brune tells himself. He floors the accelerator, determined not to let his injuries stop him. They manage to shake off the hater, who seems to have trouble starting his car. "This is our chance," Brune says. "Hey, what's that, everyone? Did you see? There are a lot of people with pink hair. Look at those posters. What do they say? She's our salvation." "Wow, Anna, they adore you." With a lot of excitement, they manage to reach the highway, searching for a new city or even a new country if conditions allow. Brune says, "The car's wheel is damaged. It's unsafe to continue in this vehicle. We need another one to throw them off. We'll steal one." Natalie, although terrified by the situation and Brune's decision, agrees. A minivan is coming from the opposite direction. "I need your help, Natalie. Get in the game," Brune says. Brune blocks the minivan and, carrying Natalie with him, pretends it's a victim. "Get out of the car or I'll do something to her. Get out now," he demands. The occupants of the minivan, also with pink hair, exit willingly. "Here's some money to help you, and I hope you can save this girl." Brune and his family get into the minivan, their faces showing disbelief. Free from the police and the crowd, but still tracked by the lab due to Anna's real-time locator chip, they feel a temporary relief, unaware of the chip's existence. It doesn't take long for someone from the lab to find them. The tracker comes next to the minivan and aims his gun at Brune. "Stop the car now," he shouts. Brune curses and swerves the minivan, trying to push the tracker off the road. The man then starts shooting at the vehicle. To avoid the gunfire, Brune recklessly spins the wheel, causing the stitches to fully rupture. Several shots hit the tires and the gas tank. The minivan becomes unstable and starts to catch fire. Covered in his own blood, Brune's vision fades to darkness. Through the rearview mirror, he sees the minivan almost completely engulfed in flames. In the blink of an eye, he loses control and crashes into the barrier on the track. Natalie and Anna collide with the windshield just before the minivan hits the water, slowly sinking. Everyone is immersed and almost unconscious, especially Brune, who has been struggling for so long. Suddenly, the minivan stops sinking, and the man with shiny hair comes out, now with his face exposed, his hair the color of clear sea, and with wings that no 10 men could lift. He speaks, "Here I am, the man of dreams. I am Anlista. I'm your brother Adam. I mean, Brune. Adam is the name we chose for you. We are angels from the land of Temporaki, and you were sent here as the first attempt for us to live peacefully among humans. However, your mother developed a terminal incurable disease. You, in her womb, healed her by absorbing the disease entirely. But being just a baby and far from our race's maturity, your power was incomplete. The absorption of the incurable disease stunted your development and affected your growth and health. That's why you feel so much pain and have low immunity. We've always been present. Remember when those muggers cornered you in an alley and were mysteriously scared away? I appeared in the most frightening form for a human, but we chose not to reveal ourselves, believing your life would be better without discovering your origins and everything that could disturb you. We feared your harm, but now you will die here unless what? Anna interrupts. Anna, my niece, I also appeared in your dreams several times. You were our second attempt, but we failed. You were chased, attempted to be killed, and were cruelly treated, even though you were only a child. All these humans failed with us. We can't live in communion. Oh, don't cry, my niece. Your parents can live unless you sacrifice yourself for them, and all of humanity, including them, will never remember you. Will I lose my father and mother? Oh, how beautiful it is here, Uncle. Anna, that's your aunt and your cousins. Wow, we love the color of your hair. How pretty you are. Anna blushes and thanks them. She becomes almost a celebrity there, feeling so good to be herself and live in society with friends, away from the humanity. And Anna's wings gradually reveal the same color as her hair. She enjoys herself and converses a lot, but her eyes convey the drowning of her life. Her aunt approaches her and asks, Anna, what troubles you? I feel that your eyes don't reflect your actions. Anna answered, I miss my parents and watching TV with my dad. Did you know we went to the amusement park? It was my birthday present. I screamed so much when I went on the roller coaster. I was so scared, but I knew my mom and dad would be there. Mom taught me to cook and I messed everything up because I'm clumsy. Collie was my little dog. I miss hugging and kissing them. Anna begins to cry uncontrollably. Her aunt hugs her tightly and goes to Anlista. Getting there, she says, Anlista, my brother. Anna is sad, even though she plays with the kids and attends classes. Her gaze dives into a sadness I can't measure. She misses her mom and dad, her life. I knew this would happen, Anlista replies. I always had a second option, knowing this wouldn't be her place. I just wished she could live with us for a while. Maybe it sounds selfish, and I feel so bad for her suffering. After finishing the talk, Anlista approaches Anna and said, Anna, I see in your eyes how you miss your past. I have a proposal, one that may not have a return. Do you want to see your mom and dad again, at any cost? Yes, Uncle, Anna responds immediately. It is possible to return to Earth, but it will be in another body, a different life. It won't be prevented from eventually intertwining with the past. It will be challenging, but not impossible. If you choose this, you will cease to be one of us. Anna is thoughtful. I will lose my wings and won't see anyone again, Uncle? She asks a bit sadly. You will lose them and won't be able to return. However, I will always be with you, away from your eyes, but I will be your steps, the light in dark paths. Anna then says, Okay, Uncle, I want to return. Can I be whatever I want? Of course. Natalie is running while Brune is walking the dog down the street. On their way home, they coincidentally meet. What a coincidence, Natalie says. Brune smiles and then said, So few things, and she seems to be a young girl living alone. It must be challenging to be without parents. I wonder where they live. Did you notice that she has the same hair color as you? They both decide to enter. Brune answers the door. Hi, sir. I'm the new neighbor. I'm very happy to be near you. Natalie arrives at the door, a bit dazed. I know I'm strange, but the new neighbor jumps into their arms and hugs them without thinking and starts crying. They look at each other confused, although somehow the hug feels comforting and familiar, preventing them from pushing her away. What's your name, girl? Your scent reminds me of someone special, but now distant from my mind, Natalie asks. Uncle Annalista said it was possible. I knew it. They will remember, they will, the neighbor thinks. My name is Anna. And that was the Anna story. And I really hope you all liked it. I'd really appreciate your like and subscription to support more stories like this. And don't miss the next story that is ready to come. See you later.